What's going on, guys, and welcome to Footy with an Edge. And today we're here to talk about tie breaks. What happens? What is FIFA's step-by-step process on which teams go through to the round of 16 when there's a tie on points? Let's get straight into it. So first step involves these three mini steps where they look at the greatest number of points obtained in all group matches. They look at the superior goal difference in all group matches. And then they look at the greatest number of goals scored in all group matches. If two or more teams are equal on all three aspects of step one, FIFA moves on to step two. In step two, they have four further aspects, if you will. The first one is the greatest number of points obtained in the group matches between the teams concerned, so the head-to-head record. And this could be between 2, 3, or even 4 teams. Then they look at the superior goal difference resulting from the group matches between the teams concerned. Step number 6 is sort of the greatest number of goals scored in all group matches between the teams concerned. So the goals scored in head-to-head. And the 7th step is something called the fair play rule, right? In this situation, the highest team conduct score relating to the number of yellow and red cards obtained goes through. And I'm going to break this down quickly. Basically, a yellow card is a -1 point. An indirect red card is -3 points, which is basically 2 yellows. A direct red card is -4 points. And then a yellow card followed by a direct red card is -5 points, right? So this rule is basically to determine, who committed least fouls in a way, right? Because if you played a cleaner game, you didn't get many yellow cards, you didn't get many red cards, that means you were the better team in a way, right? That's what this rule means. And then FIFA actually went down to rule number 7 to settle a tie in Group H at the 2018 World Cup, right? I know, it sounds crazy. Japan and Senegal had the same points at 4. Their goal differential was 0, and they both scored 4 goals each in the group stages. They also played a 2-2 draw in their head-to-head match, right? So up till number 6, Japan and Senegal were tied in 2018. To determine which team would join Colombia, the Group H winner, FIFA used the 7th step, known as the fair play rule, right? And Senegal, which obtained 2 more yellow cards during group play than Japan, became the first team ever eliminated from the World Cup due to the fair play tiebreaker. So I know it seems crazy to go all the way down to number 6 or number 7 in order to decide what happens in the group and who goes through to the round of 16. But apparently this has already been done before. And apparently there is still a way for teams to be tied even after step 7. Then FIFA goes on to something called drawing of lots, right? If 2 teams are level on points, goal difference, goals scored, head-to-head, and the fair play system, FIFA will draw lots to decide who finishes higher. So basically, they'll just throw team names into a bowl to randomly pick a winner. Now, this has only happened once before. This was in 1990 when Ireland were drawn out ahead of Holland to finish second in Group F. But in this situation, Holland was not eliminated because it was a 24-team format, and apparently 3 teams progressed from the group stages, right? So no team has ever been eliminated from a World Cup because of drawing of lots. Now, what is this going to look like in practice for this year's World Cup? I have an example for you guys. In Group E, we have Spain, Japan, Germany, and Costa Rica, right? This is what their table looks like after today's games. Spain obviously won their game. Japan won as well. They're both on 3 points. If the following results take place over the next 2 match days in Group E, so Japan beats Costa Rica 3-0, Germany beats Spain 3-2, and then in the final match day, Japan loses to Spain 3-0, and Germany beats Costa Rica 1-0, then this is what the table would look like in Group E. Spain, Japan, and Germany would all be tied on 6 points each, but Spain would go through in this scenario because they have the superior goal difference, right? So Spain qualifies. Then what's crazy is that Japan and Germany would still be tied on goal difference, right? So on the step 2 of the 8 steps that we had earlier, Japan and Germany would still be tied. Then they would look at the goals scored. Again, Japan and Germany would have 5 goals each. But in this situation, they would move on to the head-to-head record. So Japan versus Germany, obviously Japan beat them today. So in this case, Spain and Japan would go through to the round of 16. And here are all the 8 rules, right, for you to look at. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and it's really interesting to see how far FIFA will go before they will give up and say, well, we're just going to randomly pick the winner. But this is what the rules are, right? So it'll be very interesting to see if it goes down to number 8, and let's see what happens at the end of the group stages. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.